Drums are steady, and I'm ready. Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Aryan, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a super cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. Now let's get into this vintage Barbie makeover marathon. Here we go. Okay, we are ready for a vintage Barbie makeover marathon today. Technically, they're not all vintage, but they are at least 15 years old. So I've got 10 girls waiting today. And yeah, I'm so excited because this is the thing I love doing the most. So who do we all have today? Most of the girls of today are 90s dolls or really early Y2K, and there's one girl from 2010. Starting off, we have this Shawnee girl, and I still do not know which Shawnee this is. I've tried to look up like every Shawnee possible in, what I think are all of the Shawnee dolls, but I couldn't find a doll with these particularly pearl earrings. Maybe they don't belong to her because she does have this kind of like purple ring. But yeah, these are pretty much all the clues I have which Shawnee this is, but I definitely do love her. She doesn't have, too bad hair quality or anything. It's Connect Salon. She's in pretty good shape. She just needs a cute look, to enter the shelf. So that's what we're going to do to this Shawnee today. Okay. Then we have this beautiful gal. I think she was the Angel of Joy. Angel of Joy 1998. She is gorgeous with that Mackie face. The way the eyes are painted, it's so beautiful. That blue, it's like, okay, I know this is so cliche, but she really has kind of like this ocean vibe in her eyes. I think that is really beautiful. She does have a minor lip defect, but it also can kind of like look as a gloss instead of a defect, so I don't care. I want to say this is saran hair, but I'm not 100% sure. This could also very well be Connect Salon, but by the feel of it, I think it's saran. Yeah. So Angel of Joy, wow. Then we have the non-vintage girl of the bunch, which is the 2010 Merliah doll. Yeah. Okay, so she has like the belly tattoo, the, mermaid necklace that she has on, beautiful. Blonde, saran, and pink hair. I love it. And I wonder, it doesn't seem like she has that glue issue that a lot of the girls had back in 2010. But yeah, we might have to do some light talcum powder treatment. Yeah. Usually with the dolls that have like this really bad glue seepage problem, I use like baby powder or talcum powder to soften it up. But yeah, Merliah, can't wait to give her a deserved glow up because there are not many dolls with this face mold in my collection. I was trying to put together this, Barbie through history shelf, and I noticed that I don't have a lot of these faces, and I actually want to put like a Barbie Life in the Dream House doll between them because I think like the Barbie Life in the Dream House is the notable Barbie for that era. But okay, that's completely besides the point. Merliah, 2010. Next up is a Barbie Holiday Angel, I think from 2000 or maybe a little bit later. Yeah, but she is so pretty. Again, that Mackie face, the gorgeous painted eyes. I am just in awe about the eyes of this time period in Barbie. This really is just peak Barbie, you guys. Wow. The hair is gorgeous. It is saran. She has a beautiful hairstyle, but it has a million flyaways and it needs to be redone. So I don't think she'll be an angel, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll make of her, but she'll get a gorgeous makeover nonetheless. And next up, we have another holiday angel, and this is she is giving me like strawberry blonde Aphrodite realness. I am so obsessed with this girl. I think she's the prettiest of today's bunch just because of that, you know, unique hair color, the length of the hair. It is saran, you know, the gorgeous 90s superstar body. Yeah. And again, her eyes, you guys, her eyes. These are just so, they have like a serene kind of beauty about them. Yeah. And next up, this is, I think, the one unidentified girl in there. This is a brunette, you know, straight-armed superstar girl. And I think when I got her from a Barbie haul, I think she was kind of like this city style, but you know, like the budget version at the supermarkets version Barbie. But yeah, if you have any idea who she might be, let me know down in the comments below. And next up, we have this 1996 winter fantasy girl. She still has the ribbon in her hair from when she was in the package. And again, what a gorgeous girl. So this one is Kanekalon. And yeah, Kanekalon, it's not my best hair type to work with. I'll tell you that. I always have trouble with Kanekalon, and especially when it's kind of like pretty and, you know, voluminous. Do I say that correctly? Like this, it's always hard to work with Kanekalon because once you work with hot water, you just cannot boil wash this because it will flatten out the hair completely. So yeah. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm up for a challenge. Yeah. Next up, we have a Model Muse Bohemian Glamour gal. Wow, look at her beautiful curls. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Also, again, I am obsessed with this hair color. It is so pretty. And her face. You gotta love that generation girl face. It's so pretty. Definitely am gonna leave her on this Model Muse body, and she's going to get like a super glamorous gown. Yeah. Next up is the 2000 Elizabeth Taylor doll. Okay, so I just really love this face screening and the purple eyes that she has. They're so enchanting. The short hair is also something different for my collection, but it is so her. And by the way, the dress that comes with this original doll is beautiful. It's this lavender dress. It is to die for, yeah. So we're gonna glam her up today, and I don't know, she's also kind of giving me a very magical vibe with those purple eyes. Not sure if I want to go like full Hollywood on her, or maybe give her a magical girl treatment. And the final girl is this, I think, Earring Magic Barbie. 1992 Earring Magic Barbie. Gotta love that whole freaking line of dolls. Barbie, I think one of the iconic 90s Barbies, and especially, of course, Ken, the Earring Magic Ken. I mean, any like really die-hard Barbie collector wants a Earring Magic Ken in their collection, just because he is, I think, the most well-known Ken out there. But also the girls from the Earring Magic Club are fabulous. I remember being a kid and just loving those super trashy hooker dresses. I was living for them. They don't age well, those dresses. If you keep one in the box for too long, the dress really can start to peel. Yeah, that's a shame about those dresses, but they are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So if you have one in the box and you're deciding on leaving it in or taking it out, I would say leave her in there, because taking her out now won't do her any good, I think. Well, in my case, that was the case. So maybe I should just speak for myself. When I opened her, which was, I think, 2 years ago, yeah, that wasn't the best decision I could make. But oh well. We at least have a cute one here, and she needs just a good new redo of her hair and a cute 90s look. So that's what we're going to give her today. Yeah. So yeah, we have our work cut out for ourselves today. So let's hit the salon for a super long session today and make these dolls beautiful again, to make them shelf worthy. Here we go. Okay, it's time to get ready for a full 20-minute salon treatment here. This is what I'll use: shampoo, conditioner, rubber bands, combs, brushes. Shine serum is actually my latest addition. And be sure to already boil some water. But yeah, this shine serum, I use this particular one, and it was a tip from a stylist, and gotta say, never been happier with this tip. So girl, thank you so much. So let's get started. Yeah, first we're going to do some pre-salon stuff. So that means dry brushing the hair. Here I'm using like the bigger brush, but using a pet brush can sometimes be a lot more efficient when detangling hair. And it also kind of saves you some hair, because it prevents a lot of the hair loss that you can get from, dry brushing these dolls. Now, of course, you always want to be gentle with your dolls. So I always hold the head and brush it through. And sometimes you really have to use some force there to get through the tangles. I mean, just look at this girl, for instance. Her tangles are just so darn sturdy. So, yeah, be gentle, definitely. But sometimes don't be afraid to use a little force. And always remember to either hold the ends or hold the head pretty tightly. Well, this earring magic girl, she was a breeze. I mean, look at how easily I combed through these ladies. But then again, they didn't need the whole brushing, actually. But I thought, while I was doing the rest, it's only easier when they're dry brushed already. So like I said earlier, the 2010 era girls, they usually have that glue seepage problem, or just a really greasy head of hair. As you can see here with the Merlia doll, she doesn't have that bad of an issue actually, but you can really feel that it's just super sticky. So what I use is baby powder or talcum powder, and really rub it in on the scalp and the starting point of the hairs where it's all greasy and stuff. So get that talcum powder, get it all over, and really rub it in all the way through onto the scalp as well. Now, usually I would want to leave this in for a day, but I left it in here and did her the very last moment at the salon. So I think it was in about for a good 2 to 3 hours. And also, of course, take out all of the remaining deteriorating rubber bands, for instance, or other artifacts. Just break them apart, take them out. And sometimes it's nice to use like a really fine comb to get all the last tiny pieces out that you just cannot reach with your hands fully. Okay, now it's time for the real salon work. Ms. Elizabeth here, she had a lot of glitter on her body. And it's actually just removable by using a piece of cloth. So, of course, we're going to give her a little bath here. And then I'm going to just rub away the glitter with a cloth. And for the rest of the salon, you know what to do, of course. Shampoo, conditioner, and comb. So sit back, listen to some relaxing music, and watch me do all these things with our precious girls today. Okay, it's time for some hairstyling. First, are we obsessing over the Music Muse body on Merlia here? I think it looks perfect on her. But yeah, Merlia, I loved her long blonde hair, so I didn't have to do a lot of styling to her hair actually, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Now, Miss Bohemian Glamour here, I was conflicted. The curls, it left too many scalp visuals, so I went ahead and gave her a different hairstyle here. So first, a elegant little piece here in the front that I'm going to secure in the back. And then I thought, you know, I could do that with a cute ponytail. So I tried that out. It looks really cute, but I was ready for something more drastic. So yeah, I got my straightener and I thought, let's straighten this girl out. So I'm using the Shine Serum here as a protector actually for her hair. I used a little bit too much here. You could do with a lot less. So get a straightener with a heat setting, and I'll show you what kind of heat setting that I used. Mine starts at 80, and I think I was about 120. And that's really the max that you want to go. And the steam that you see here is because the hair is wet, of course. So no alarm bells here. It's pretty normal. So as you can see, it straightens out the hair perfectly. Let's do another one. And it was hard to film actually because I'm holding the doll, I'm holding the straightener, and the camera kept getting in the way. So I tried to give it another focus here where I have her in my lap so that you can really see how I do it. So take the straightener, just gently straighten it out. Again, the steam you see is from the hair being wet, and the Shine Serum really does its work by protecting the hair here. So voila, all straightened out. And I am obsessed with the end result. This hair color, this hairstyle on her, it's so freaking pretty. And this always gets me. It's such satisfaction here. Okay, so for Miss Angelica here, I did a classic Y2K Barbie hairstyle. So secured a front piece in the back, made a ponytail, and then, you know, did a little hair piece around the ponytail, and voila. I think this is like a really Y2K collector hairstyle, and it's just really pretty. So this girl, my fave. She had to get like a totally, you know, like princess inspired hairstyle. So I did 2 braids on the sides here. She's really giving like ethereal princess. Yeah, I think that's also actually a collector doll, which has a really beautiful blue dress, but that's beside the point. Did the 2 braids and then secured the 2 braids in the back, which gave it like a really princess vibe, if you feel me. And look how this hair just improved and glowed up because of a good wash and a boil wash dip. So beautiful. Can't wait to give her a cute look. Okay, this girl. So I did boil wash her, which I said I wouldn't do. But then I was like, I'm going to redo her curls anyway, so might as well dip her in. So I'm going to leave her out to dry and continue on with earring magic. Used a crimper on her. Again, lowest heat setting. This is 140. Yeah, and just crimp away. I love crimping. And she didn't really need like new crimps, but it It gives it that fresh crimp. I don't know how else to explain this, but as you can see how the hair comes out after the crimp, you can see that it's just nicely put together again. It's just a fresh, crispy crimp. I love. Now, the rest of the girls didn't use that much of hairstyling, actually, just a nice comb, a cute little ponytail here and there, but that was about it. So I'm ready to hit the closet. Let's go. Yeah, that was quite the session at the salon, but I'm really happy with how everyone turned out, and it's always so fun to see a girl in need glam up. Yeah. Also, I have this thing going on with my eye, and that's why I'm wearing glasses.
Kind of like this there. So yeah.
It's just not a pretty sight, so I wanted to cover it up, but still wanted you to see my eyes. And here we are. Shout out in the comments down below who's your favorite girl out of this lineup of 10 dolls. But of course, we also need to talk about them one by one and their looks, starting off with Ms. Shawnee back there. I'm obsessed, literally, with this Easter look on her. It is the cutest thing. This is a Y2K Easter Barbie, and still do not know which Shawnee this is. I tried again, actually, to look it up, but no luck. So, loving this. Also love these, like, super 90s Barbie mules here. It even has her be, like, you know, in the shoe. It's adorable. And I think the shoes are actually from a shoe accessory pack. Then we have Ms. Elizabeth Taylor here. I still wanted to keep her in a purple outfit because, you know, with the combination of her eye makeup, it just looks so good on her. I actually used like the astronomy dress thing. It was a not a birthstone, but you know, one of those astrology dolls, but I repped kind of like the bolero or stole backwards because otherwise she would have this Scorpio sign. And I actually looked up her star sign. She's not a Scorpio. She's actually born on the same date as my mother, February 27th. So that makes her Pisces. Yeah. So had to cover that up. So did it like this. Still had her in this purple getup. Voila. So here we have Miss Winter Fantasy, and you know, I love like a rich fantasy, especially like a 90s rich Barbie fantasy, and that is what she is serving. With the little cell phone, the Louis Vuitton inspired bag. I think the top piece is actually from Winter Renaissance. That is a Barbie, yeah, it's gorgeous. Recurled her hair, and she looks like she is shopping very expensively, and I'm living for it. Oh, this girly, yeah. So look at her hair. It is so shiny. It is so perfect. Her hair really was, I think, in the worst condition. It had so many tangles. It was such like a yarn ball. And look how cute this outfit. This is an early Y2K fashion pack. And you know, if it's giving ice skater, I'm here for it. And this is giving ice skater. Yeah, it's so cute. And her hair, I cannot get over it. Yeah, she looks gorgeous. Miss Merlia. So, okay, when I was done with her and I was shooting like the images for her lookbook moment, I don't know, somehow her face kind of got weird for me all of a sudden. Because the eyes are very wide apart, and I was just seeing that while I was filming the lookbook. So yeah, I don't know. It is a face to be celebrated for Barbie, but it's definitely not my favorite face. Even though I think it's very, very Barbie. Yeah. So the hair, yeah, look how it turned out. Okay, so the pink streaks actually kind of disappeared because of the hot water. So when you return it in really cold water, the streaks will reappear. But it is like moderately warm here, so the streaks aren't coming back until winter, I think. So the hair really had a glow up. And the talcum powder method really worked wonders on her hair and on the stickiness of the hair, because it's literally gone. It is like all soft, and can you see it? It's like all soft again and not sticky whatsoever. If you have some 2010 girlies lying around with those gluey heads, talcum powder is your girl. also really love this super cute, like tartan Scottish inspired makeover. That really proves that these budget 90s girls are the best models for Fashion Avenue looks. And this Western cutie, I love this outfit, and I love it on Earring Magic Barbie. It is perfect for her. So her crimp came out so fresh and so nice, and it just looks like this is like, you know, a standard factory Barbie. You would think like, hey, that Western Barbie, who is she? I don't have her. But in fact, it's a fashion pack with Earring Magic Barbie. And here's Ms. Bohemian Glamour. Yeah, that hair. I think both hair types look great on her. The curly hair was good on her, but this straight hairdo is also really nice on her. Either way, it's the hair color for me that's really the beauty factor here. And straightening it out was actually quite easy. It did need a couple of boil washes first to really relax the curls, and then it was easy to just straighten it with a straightener. The whole explanation is in that salon moment, so if you skip that, you need to find your way back to the salon, honey, and get those tips. Ooh, now she is definitely one of my faves with this super vintage 60s look. That Y2K collector hairstyle. I am really happy with this particular makeover. Yeah. So this dress is actually from a 60s fashion pack called Dancing Doll. And of course it resembles the Barbie the movie gingham dress, but that gingham dress was actually inspired by this Dancing Doll number, which is so Barbie. Yeah. Obsessed. This is some Barbie history here that she's wearing, and I'm so proud to have it in my collection. And definitely my favorite here, she is serving Marie Antoinette, 18th century Rococo. It's all there, and I love that. I love me some historical dresses, but most definitely that age. And she actually reminds me of a painting I have at home called The Swing. I love it. For obvious reasons, I love it. But she was very giving me that same energy. It's kind of like playful, but very girly, very soft and feminine. Obsessed. So this particular dress is actually from a Fair Valentine Barbie from 1998. And how perfect is this dress for her, right? She looks like she could be in like the Dolls of the World Princess series. So these were all of my makeovers for today. Please, of course, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. Did you recognize any pieces, dolls? ID them in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed today, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified about any new videos that I upload. You can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. So until the next video, mwah, big kisses from me, and I love you all.